Now that's what we want, just a nice gentle breeze with them flip-flopping around like that. Yeah, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? When there was wind yesterday, it was getting right off my nerves. I mean, I don't think I would probably film in too much more greater wind than that, but that's a picture. I quite like that. That's like modern art. So this is Brassicas Part 2. I will not be beaten. Revenge. I think, to be honest, I think it was just a little bit late in the day and I was just tired. I couldn't be bothered, you know what I mean? I could have eventually worked it out, but like I say, I had an hour left. So what I didn't want to do though was go too low with that, with these kind of this hoop system. And you know, what I'm intending to do now, because I still want to get these things in today, I might just do something similar to that, or a little bit, maybe just put them, you know, when you see people put them across like a foot off the ground, just like a long streamer way. I might try that. And to be honest, there was a great comment on you know what I mean, on in the comments below from yesterday, or I think whenever I did this, is, you know, like there was too much effort for such a little return. And I went, yeah, that's spot on. That's so much, because the winter type, you know, let's just go back to me broccoli again, sprouting broccoli. I'm actually now, we're gonna keep up with it. You know, this went in late on last year and it's into kind of fruition now, and it doesn't get bothered by, you know, the birds, the pigeons. It doesn't get bothered by the cabbage whitefly. It doesn't get bothered by, you know, the caterpillars or anything like that. So sometimes you just got to kind of think to yourself, is it worth it, all this bloody hassle? But then again, you know what I mean, it kind of gets you out in this garden. Let's talk about prevention. Prevention for anything, right? Prevention for the, as you've seen, for the pigeons is going to be me tape. For the cabbage, you know, like for caterpillars and everything like that, which is a pain in the backside. This year, I'm going to try, and I copied off Charles Dowding. He was using, and it's hard to pronounce, backdoor spume. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, to be honest, but I'll put another picture up there. And it gives caterpillars indigestion, and I quite like that, you know what I mean? We're not butchering them straight out of hand, we're just giving them a bit of indigestion. So I'm going to use that. And I got this off eBay and it was hard to find as well, and I don't know if you can put like a link onto eBay or not, but it's, if you look on Amazon, sorry, yeah, on Amazon, then go with that name and try and find it. But it took me a while to find it, to be honest. But you mix 100, I'm probably going to mix about 100 grams to a litre of water and just pour it on my brassicas. Now for cabbage root, you know, the cabbage root fly, I get hit with that more so annoying than having caterpillars on us, you know what I mean, or on me brassicas. And I'm organic, but the lad that actually put the fireplace in, he says, now before I go out and rush out and do this, because this just sounds totally barbaric and kind of chemical ridden, kind of cancer enhancer, he puts a capful of, 1 capful to a litre, sorry, a gallon of water, the J's fluid. Now he says, I've never heard that, but is it an option to do that? He says, when you notice, it's like not before, it's actually when your cabbages wilt over, and especially my broccoli seem to get hit all the time with it, is when they just, you know, you can tell straight away when a broccoli's been hit by this cabbage root fly. Capful of J's fluid in like a gallon watering can, and just give them a drink. That's what he says, and he says it kills the little bug straight away. And he hadn't heard of it. Some like old time had told him about it. Now I know, you know, everyone kind of cleans out the greenhouses with J's fluid, but I'm not like 100% sure what I would feel like having it, you know what I mean, growing into the vegetables. What do you do? So that's, you know, another option. But I've got collars which I'm gonna use for, especially for these, you know, me Cavarel Nero, which is, out of everything, I think our, you know, the one that I want to grow the most and the one that I want to survive the most. So I've got collars. I'm going to put some of that green tape down, and then eventually I'll put some of this on before I go down the route of the J's fluid method. Tell us about the J's fluid method. Have you used it? Another top tip, which I normally do, and actually I forgot with this one, I was too busy kind of thinking about these, you know, to work it out, is to trample on your garden to get it, you know, because I was saying how you got to really bury in, or, you know, firm in them brassicas, is to kind of walk up and down trampling it. So I'm going to do it with this one first. Now I know that's not going to be very good video, but what the hell, I'll put some nice music on. And as the light startled our eyes, are you watching them hips? Eh? So here's the babies. This bloody thing's getting on my nerves now. So these are the ones I'm going to plant out, and they were planted, or seeds, on the 30th of January. Cavarel Nero.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain.
Too short. What am I going to do? Let's have a think. I haven't got the label for them. I think the snow crown cauliflowers. I was labelling them, man. Oh, I've been labelling every bloody thing. These are spares. I'm going to throw them in. You know what's really good is once you're in this, like, no dig, once you get, look at this, you can see the different layers I've been putting in over the years. Once you, or over this year, last year, once you dig down there we go, one-handed.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Right, so that's them put in there now. I'm going to give a quick rake, put some flashing tape on, but before all that, what you need to do is make sure, once you've gotten them in and you've been on your hands and knees, you've got to make sure in the house you've got some of that. Last night, ow!
Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents.
So there you go. Minimum effort, maximum results, you think? it was certainly a lot easier doing it this way than doing that other way. It was just, that wore us out that way and I didn't have time for the other one. So let's see if this works. It'll be interesting to see what the difference is from that method to this method, you know, so that'll be good. It'd be nice if I could have went across there, and I probably could if I'd worked it out right, but I haven't, so, and I've run out of tape. So that's it. Now hopefully this tape works, but like I say, this is me planned method, is the tape for the scaring away, and it back to, I'll put a link, I'll put a photograph up there now, because I remember now the end one of what I've bought, and it came from Italy and I got it on eBay. So if you just kind of copy what it is and do a search on Google, I'm sure you'll, if you wanted it, that is. And the last but not least, the last method, the prevention, J's fluid on your vegetables. Whoa, look after yourselves, take good care.